Night and day, back again.
Yes, we are back. Back in the world of Final Fantasy VII.
Yes, and you can see our party is ready to go. We've got Cloud, we've got Sid, and we've got Vincent, who is still afflicted with sadness. Because that's just who he is. And also, we're going to find out why that's the way he is right now by jumping into this cave and jumping into Vincent's backstory.
Indeed. Let's go for it.
Vincent? That voice. Could it be Lucrecia?
Vincent?
Lucrecia.
Stay back. Oh. In the same town, huh? Nibelheim.
Well, this is where we found Vincent.
Yeah.
In the mansion. I guess he didn't have to have been there. He could have been brought there to be experimented on.
Right.
Looks like Vincent's having some time with Lucrecia here. Oops.
Uh-huh.
So is someone else.
Yeah. And he got really unhappy and turned into a vampire.
If she's happy, then I don't mind. I'm against it. Why experiment on humans?
She and I both scientists.
After that, a child was born to Lucrecia.
Oh.
That child's name was Sephiroth. That was the prior scene where she was rubbing her belly.
Right.
I'm pregnant.
That's the I'm pregnant rub. Can't believe I didn't get that.
And then Vincent decides to speak out against it because the pregnancy was not going well for Lucrecia, and the scientist says, then I'm just going to shoot you instead.
Boom, boom, pow, pow, says the scientist. Then he massages him, and now...
And he massaged him and gave him diarrhea.
Yeah.
This body is the punishment that's been given to me. I was unable to stop Professor Gas and Hojo and Lucrecia. I was unable to stop them. All that I was able to do was watch. That is my punishment.
So, Lucrecia's still alive somehow? Or is this more life force?
We're about to find out.
Yeah.
Lucrecia, you're alive.
I wanted to disappear. I couldn't be with anyone. I wanted to die. But the Genova inside me wouldn't let me die. Lately, I dream a lot of Sephiroth, my dear, dear child, sweet boy. Ever since he was born, I never got to hold him. Not even once. You can't call me his mother. That is my sin. Back! Stay back! Vincent, won't you please tell me
What?
if Sephiroth is still alive? I heard that he died 5 years ago, but I see him in my dreams so often, and I know that physically, like myself, he can't die so easily. Please, Vincent, tell me.
Cloud tried to say something, but
Yeah.
Vincent's not having any of it. He's like,
Halted
I'm
down.
handling this.
Right,
Stay
yeah,
out of it. Lucrecia, Sephiroth is dead. So man, it's some twisted stuff going on there.
Huh.
We get to see some things about Vincent's backstory, and it is pretty harsh.
Wow. Okay.
We can try to go back in there. I know we can get something later, but I don't think we can get anything else out of it right now. Oh, she's not even here right now.
Okay.
You can just look up here. So after a certain point in the story, after it progresses to a certain point, we can get something else from here. I think Vincent's final limit break is from here.
Oh, okay.
But for now, we'll go back on the submarine.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty twisted. The Genova cells made the pregnancy complicated, as you would imagine.
Right.
But she even tried to like kill herself or tried to die, and the Genova cells wouldn't let her die.
Right. So, yeah, she tried to kill herself. It didn't work out. And now both her and Sephiroth share that same fate where they can't really... Well, she couldn't die even when she wanted to. And I guess...
And you couldn't dive when you wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. So now I guess Sephiroth is... now Sephiroth doesn't want to, but I mean, that doesn't bode well for Cloud and whatnot because they're supposed to be stopping him. So, and that's pretty...
Yeah, it's
crazy.
much darker from her perspective. From Sephiroth's perspective, fine. He wants to continue to exist and to carry out his master plans and all of this. But yeah, Lucrecia just wanted to die and she couldn't even do that. That's pretty dark.
Yeah, for sure. It's like she finally, she thinks she found her way out and now she doesn't even have that for herself.
Yeah, and like we mentioned before, unlike the rest of the members of Soldier who got Genova cells injected to them when they were full-grown adult males or women. I don't know if there are female members of Soldier. We never really find them in this game.
Yeah,
they might
that's
have.
True.
There should be, but I mean, who's to say if they could handle if it would affect their bodies in the same way after what they learned about what happened to Lucrecia. But I mean, there are badass females fighters in this universe.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
You would think there would be female members of Soldier. I wonder if any of the compilation material shows that. Not that I know of, but it's possible. Like Crisis Core went more into Soldier because it covers the days of Zack and Sephiroth, and then they introduced these other characters named Angeal was this other person. They kind of, to try to make Zack's backstory, they kind of take it a step back, and in this we learned that Cloud didn't have the Buster Sword, it was really Zack's Buster Sword.
Yeah.
And then in that, they show you even further back, and they're like, oh, it wasn't really Zack's Buster Sword either, it was Angeal's Buster Sword. Like, okay, come on, guys.
Now it's just like passing it around here and there.
We don't know how to tell a proper story, so we're just going to keep tacking on to the prequel or to what happened earlier.
Right, yeah.
A lot of Zelda games are like that too, where they've been making and here's what happened at the very beginning, forever in that series.
Oh, right.
For whatever reason, they don't know how to move forward, so oftentimes they'll just fall back on, yeah, and here's what happened at the beginning. But here's the next game, and here's what happened before that.
And the real beginning.
Yeah, and here's what happened before that. Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy. So they sort of did that with Zack and Angeal, and then there's this other badass super soldier guy named Genesis, who is kind of equivalent to Sephiroth and Sephiroth. A lot of people don't like the compilation stuff. The compilation is what they call the future, or the Final Fantasy VII stuff that they made 10 years after the fact.
Right.
Which includes movie, anime, and a couple other games. I mean, anyway, let's not dive into that too deep, but... Oh, okay.
Huh.
Feelings alone aren't enough. It's irritating, isn't it, Cloud?
Pretty sure he said that before, so...
Yeah, I feel like... Yeah.
Yeah, okay, we've seen this dialogue before.
Yeah.
So, the next thing we need to do is fly the airship back to the Temple of the Ancients now that we found the key to the temple underwater.
Okay. So, let's get going.
Oh, wait, let's trade out Red for Vincent or Sid.
Okay.
And we'll meet you guys back in 2 seconds. Yeah, you can see it in between the ravine there. Yeah.
Here. Oh, yeah. That is correct.
Yeah, so Vincent was into Lucrecia, but she was already either dating or married to, I don't think they were married, but I think she was obviously in a different relationship with Hojo.
Right. Should we save it up here?
Yeah, right outside instead of inside is fine.
Might be for the best.
So, and Hojo was a sick so he actually used the birth of Sephiroth as another experiment. Injected Genova cells fully on Sephiroth while he was in the womb, and that messed with both Lucrecia and Sephiroth. Yeah. So Sephiroth became the single most badass soldier of all time because it's more of a full integration of Genova cells if you have it from birth.
Right. Oh my goodness.
If you get injected a little bit later when you're fully grown. I'm actually surprised that nothing manifested besides just kind of super strength or superhuman abilities. Like, you would think with that level of Genova cells affecting you from the time you were conceived. Oh, we don't go here. We got to go find Bugenhagen, who's at the crystal.
Okay. So yeah, he's still continuing his PF.
Yeah, but you would think he might even have like the ability to shapeshift or something like that,
Right.
since Genova cells can mimic that.
Even closer to what the whole Genova can do, kind of thing. Especially because that's kind of been integrated into his DNA, like since he was since he was even a being at this point.
So he got it in the ability to learn and pick and adapt other skills up from other people super fast.
Right,
so
right.
It's like, oh, okay, let's teach Sephiroth how to fight. And here the master's like shows him the super advanced technique, and then Sephiroth's like, oh, like this, and like perfects it immediately.
Right, yeah, exactly.
So he had it at that level, which explains how he's such a badass, which is awesome. But yeah, you would think it would like even alter his physiology where he would potentially look like a crazy monster.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of just the ultimate badass looking like evil villain or whatever.
Yeah.
Super villain.
Either way, it's super sad for Lucrecia. Maybe not as much for Vincent if he was actually... I don't know that it depends on the quality of the relationship between Lucrecia and Hojo.
Yeah.
But she was, in the cutscene, she was pushing Vincent away.
Right.
Like they seemed like they were getting along well, but then like at that level she was like, no.
And then it was kind of over, and then moved on to the next relationship, which was Hojo, I guess. And
I think that was pre-existing.
Yeah.
That was why it was like pushing.
Oh,
away.
right, okay. Right.
So Vincent was like, hey, I actually love you, and Hojo, no,
it doesn't really.
He actually
loves
loves turning things into disgusting things.
And she's like, but I also love turning things into disgusting things.
So yeah, because she was a scientist with Shinra.
Right, yeah, exactly. So, and I mean, as soon as Vincent showed any kind of, like, negativity towards it, even she was like, oh, we're both scientists or Shinra or whatever. So I guess she liked the experimentation side of things, but she obviously didn't want the whole experimentation on her and her child.
We don't know.
But maybe she
At
could have been
point,
complacent into it.
She could have been on board at the beginning.
Yeah, true. Until the side effects kicked in, and then she felt bad about it or whatever. But
yeah, in the game Dirge of Cerberus, that's one of the compilation games. It's a third-person shooter, so it's a totally different kind of style.
Yeah.
A lot of the fan base didn't like it, but it's partially because of the story, partially because it's a third-person shooter, and most of the fan base were not shooter-based.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty good. I didn't think it was mind-blowing, and the story did have some problems, but I mean, for a third-person shooter, it was pretty fun. And it's fun to control Vincent as the main character.
Right,
and the CG was like amazing. It was top-notch CG at the time because they had the same team who had done the CG for the movie.
Oh,
and they were giving them scenes at the same time, so it was like this top-tier quality. But anyway, in that they go more into Lucrecia and Hojo's kind of relationship that you see the whole thing in more detail, with Vincent getting involved in that. But again, it's part of the compilation, so some fans are take it to the point where it's like it shouldn't even be canon. Exactly. Some parts of it seem okay, and some parts are just way too far removed from the original.
What the base story would be. Yeah, right.
But you see that fleshed out a little bit. But yeah, it's clear though that at some point the experiment was harming her.
Yeah, for sure.
And the pregnancy, but at that point, it's like, could you even stop it at that point?
Yeah.
She has Genova cells in her body.
Exactly.
If you fully even had a method of removing them, would that harm her more?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So,
and they're not integrated into, what seems like they'll be integrated into the child's DNA. It's like, if you could get that out, would the child even develop anymore? Like at a usual rate, or even be like a healthy kid at that point. You know?
So yeah, definitely dark backstory.
Yeah, for sure. I can see why he is so dark in just his usual like interactions with people.
Yeah. He was into the girl. She rebuffed him, and then he has the line, well, as long as she's happy, I won't interfere. So he actually does the right thing, and he's like, fine. He backs off. But then, after he finds out she's been experimenting on, then he like gets up in Hojo's face, like, no, man, you can't do this. It's hurting her. And Hojo's like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And then experiments on him.
Yeah.
He turns into diarrhea, disgusting monstrosity, and then later, at some point, gets locked into a basement. I don't know if that was supposed to have been of his own accord or Hojo's accord, because it seems like Vincent wanted to punish himself for his sin, as the dialogue when we first met him, but Hojo's dialogue in the note was like, I locked it in the basement. So
Right.
I'm not sure exactly what the final version is there, but definitely Vincent was trapped for a long time in the basement of the Shinra Manor.
Yeah. Wow.
I guess for as old as Sephiroth is, that's the amount of time he was in there.
Right. And it seems like, I mean, he didn't really have like an eternal slumber. Like he was just kind of there.
Right.
Like,
well, he was locked in that coffin.
Right.
So we don't know if he was just sleeping or just sitting there contemplating just in penance for the whole time.
Exactly. If that was his sin and he's just like kind of living through that mentally for that long, that is like a hell of a like purgatory to exist in, for sure.
Yeah, for like 30 years or so.
Yeah, exactly. You could see why he is so like mentally strong if that was the case. Like he's just working through that constantly. That's his punishment, so he's like taking it in full stride, I guess.
Yeah, there's this interesting interaction between Cloud and Vincent in Advent Children, the movie, where Cloud asks Vincent, Cloud is feeling, super dark or super down at this point. He asks Vincent, hey, Vincent, is it even possible? Can you really forgive yourself for your sins? And Vincent's response is like, I don't know, I've never tried. And Cloud is like, this actually does help motivate Cloud, because Cloud is like, tried? I didn't even think about that. So Cloud is like, all right, thanks. So Cloud decides to try and actively motivate himself to, work past certain things and try and attain self-forgiveness or forgiveness with others, that sort of thing. But Vincent, I like the key takeaway there is Vincent doesn't think you should even try.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's your sin.
Yeah.
You f***ed up. Deal with it forever. Own it.
Yeah, live in that. Like, exactly. Face your sin for eternity, essentially.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I love that concept of the showing more, because some people think that Cloud and Vincent are kind of similar, but I think there's actually a lot of differences between their personalities if you get into the nuances of how each one like react to different things. But in any case, we have talked about Vincent for about 7 minutes. That's natural after seeing his backstory. So let's move on with the show, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, found it you have. That music box over there. We'll put the key in it. I'll go use the key. You all wait here. Watch closely what happens.
He just floats all around. Like he's rubbing it in our face.
Oh, the column thing looked like this?
That is not what I remember.
Yeah, I thought it was gigantic.
Just like this. I know how this works.
Oh, it's a small thing in front of the column. Okay.
I guess that makes more sense.
That is a pretty cool depiction of advanced technology. That is so cool.
Nice.
Like, only this object made with these stones in these exact locations could turn it and make the musical thing, the crystals chime in the right way to unlock the device.
Right. I love that he says, watch closely what happens, and it doesn't tell us to move. Now we'd like be swept away.
Yeah, Cloud's just like,
Yeah.
whoa!
Yeah, exactly. Oh, nothing's really... Oh my god!
Now go inside. Hope may be inside. Or you're just SOL.
Yeah, exactly.
Dive on in.
Or you're just gonna die.
Oh, apparently he came inside too.
Oh, alright.
This was just a screen to project an image. Look at the image projected on the screen of the water.
Yes, please show us.
Yeah, exactly. I'd love to find it. I'd love to see it.
So this lion, dog, fire lion, and a vampire.
Oh.
It's Aerith! No
Hey.
way! I knew that would happen. I'm still impressed.
So this is like a recording? Okay, she lost her
Marbles?
marbles, yeah. We're gonna need you to rewind this Blu-ray. Okay. It's glowing.
It's pale green.
Aerith. Aerith has already prayed for Holy. After I gave up the black materia to Sephiroth, Aerith's words came into my dreams. She said she was the only one who could stop Sephiroth, and to do that, there was a secret here. That was Holy. That's why she had the white materia. Aerith knew about here and what she had to do. Aerith has left us great hope, but it cost her her life, her future. I'm sorry, Aerith. I could have figured this out sooner. You left without saying a word. It was all so sudden, I couldn't think. That's why it took so long for me to find out. But, Aerith, I understand now. Aerith, I'll do the rest. We'll take care of it.
The hope she left us, we must make stronger.
Thank you, Aerith. Aerith's voice has already reached the planet. So look at the glow of the white materia. But how about Holy? How come Holy isn't moving? Why?
Something's getting in its way.
Him. He's the only one that could do it. Sephiroth, where are you?
We knew where he was before you gave him the black materia, Jackie.
Yeah, I know. Now he has ultimate power, so he could be anywhere. That's cool. Oh, can't even talk to Bugen.
Huh. Alright. Talk to you later, Boo.
Yep. Catch your boo. What the?
Cell phones, I guess, were newer at this time period.
What is this? He just looks, and throws it away. Psst, psst, psst. Oh, sorry, I was a little surprised. What happened? You remember when June Cannon disappeared? Actually, Rufus moved it, huh? Moved it? That big thing? Where? Why? Rufus wants to destroy Sephiroth, was it? That cannon operates on huge materia, but the huge materia has already been used in the rocket plan. So since the cannon's useless right now, he decided to move it to a place where where Mako is gathered. And where is that? Wow.
Cloud, not much with memory.
Okay.
Meteor on its way.
Yeah.
Closer than the moon now.
Closer and closer, yeah.
I guess depending on how large it is. But yes, it's not as large as the moon. So
True.
it's closer.
Yeah, yeah.
Where's a place where we know of that materia's been gathered for the whole damn time, the whole game.
Yeah. Wow. That cannon is so insane.
They hooked the cannon directly up to Shinra Tower,
Yeah.
Shinra headquarters.
Wow. That massive thing, the construction, like the amount of time that it took them to do that. And I guess they are the most powerful corporation in the world, but... Am I Rufus?
Yeah, Rufus, conniving.
Yeah. Reeve, it's your job to adjust the reactor's output. And I keep wanting to put the Texas twang on him, but I know that's the
That's saying, yeah.
That's saying,
you see,
yeah.
any blue suit you see, you want to make him at the southern voice.
Yeah, I know.
It was funnier that you put the southern voice on a guy named Sang.
I know. Yeah. It really didn't fit, but in a way, it made him more lively. I like that for him. I see.
Yeah! Don't worry about adjusting it, Reeve. Once you open it up all the way, everything will go full speed.
Yeah, the president sure done it this time. The whole idea that Meteor will disappear if we defeat Sephiroth is all wrong. If you remember, Mr. President, it was my idea to fire Mako-powered shells. So give me a raise.
Yeah, exactly. Will the shells really reach the northern border?
Of course! But Mr. President, let's not call it a Mako cannon. This new weapon is called... the Sister Ray! Okay, that's important.
Alright. So, Sister Ray it is, I guess.
Yeah, why don't we gloat about it after...
Yeah, after
seeing
it
if
works.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's the Sister Ray. It's all powerful. And then it like just makes everything worse.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that was Hojo. No, that was Heidegger's idea.
Yeah. It's the Scarlet Cannon.
Yeah.
It fires beams of pure Scarlet energy powered only by the intelligence of Scarlet.
So
the raw
that
emotion
means
that only Scarlet can generate.
So that means we have to go to
Can we talk to Bugen again yet, or is he just permanently fired? Yeah, we have to go back to Midgar where it all began.
Right, yeah, okay.
Oh, he left. Okay, so I guess he's with us now. We're just gonna leave this on?
I guess so. We don't care about whatever power it's wasting.
I mean, it's ancient technology. You would think we would want to preserve it.
I don't know.
We could go around the other side and see if we could take out the key, but I sincerely doubt.
Yeah, exactly. That would be mind-blowing if they allowed you to do that.
It's mind-blowing that they don't allow you to turn it off. It's like this other civilization.
Is this just gonna be on infinitely now? Like,
right?
Maybe it could be a timed thing. Like you only have like, I don't know, 30 minutes or an hour or something like that.
Right, but since we don't know, it's the equivalent of humanity gets wiped out, and some new civilization emerges and eventually gains rudimentary intelligence, like a cockroach civilization or something. And they come in and they learn, and they find some pre-existing vestiges of human society that still have power, and they like turn on the light switch and they're like, amazing! And then they're like, they watch this instructional DVD or a thing about how to build some sort of powerful thing.
Right.
Do. And then they just leave. And they just turn it off. And they don't even turn it off. They leave all the lights on and all the power, and they leave the movie running and all of this, and they're just like, well, that was amazing. That'll change our society forever. F ancient cultures that taught us this new thing. Who cares about preserving this in case we need it again in the future? Nope.
Yeah, I mean, if the key is kind of stuck there forever, then, I mean, I don't know if we can take out the key or what, or if the key is now stuck there and now it's just going to play this perpetual reel of Aerith, like, for infinity until Meteor comes and destroys us all.
Or constantly gives updates on the status of the white materia.
Yeah, right, exactly.
That entire ancient construct, that entire ancient device is set up just to give Facebook updates on the white materia.
It's like a URL to like the white materia's Twitter feed or something like that. Cloud. Huh. What the?
We are hearing something that's rumbling and the effects can be felt across. Bless you.
Thank you. What is this? This has to be a weapon. Or a weapon.
This is another weapon.
What the heck is this? Is this ruby weapon? Or...
No, this is diamond weapon.
Oh.
The color kind of... Emerald is green, ruby is going to be red if we encounter it. And if we encounter it, it'll just kill us because it's ultra powerful.
Oh, God. Okay. This is not looking good.
What's wrong?
It's a strange signal, sir.
From where?
It's coming from this person? No offense. Body shaming.
Wow. Well,
Species shaming.
Yeah. Hey. That was a surprise. The controls went crazy. This ain't good, huh? Weapon came out of the sea and is headed straight for Midgard. The new weapon should stop him, right? I don't know if it's ready or not.
Hey, what's gonna happen to Marlene?
Don't you worry none. Marlene's in a safe place. She's with Aerith's mama. Barrett. What was that screaming? Or what was that scratching just now? As long as Marlene is safe, who cares what else happens, right? I've been itching to say this to you for a while now. When you blew up the Sector 1 reactor, how many do you think died? Huh?
That was for the life of the planet. You gotta expect a few casualties.
A few? What do you mean, a few? What may be a few to you is everything to those who died. Protect the planet? Ha! That sure sounds good. And no one will go against you. So you think you can do whatever you want, right?
I don't want to hear that from no one in Shinra.
Can't do anything about that.
Yes, you can. You can quit. You work for a completely corrupt, power-hungry, disgusting organization.
Corporation,
You can quit.
yeah. Stop it. Kate Sith, Barrett. He knows what he did. What we did in Midgard can't be forgotten, no matter what the reason. Right? We haven't forgotten, right? I know you. You can't quit the company because you're worried about the people in Midgard, right? What? Cloud.
She's saying he won't quit because he can do the most good from staying within.
Oh, okay. Right. So he's kind of trying to fight it from the inside type thing.
Mm-hmm.
What I guess that makes sense, him being like a third spy now. Like,
Yeah.
okay, let's go. We'll be weapon ourselves. Oh, that's a good idea, buddy.
Hey, Cloud. You think we can really win against that monster? We got a chance of winning, right?
Cloud, why?
It was served to you on a silver platter of just like, yes, heroism, leadership.
You finally had the chance. You just started down the right path.
Right, yeah, exactly.
We're gonna do it ourselves. We can do it? You think we really can?
Yeah, exactly. I got no clue. What are you talking about?
Why were you laughing?
Because Cloud said a funny thing.
How would I know? But that's no reason for us to just let him go. We're going to Midgard, fight weapon. Come on, let's move.
Alright, so we're gonna fix our party up and we're gonna stop that freaking diamond weapon in his tracks.
Yeah, wow, okay. That guy is, he just sounds like a freaking monster, dude.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he is
He
kind
is
of
a gigantic
monster.
kaiju monster.
Yeah, yeah. I love that you can hear, like, fighting in the background and stuff.
Oof.
He is, haha.
Alright, so Bugen did join us back on the ship, which makes sense.
Once again.
Traveling is wonderful, isn't it?
All right. You always have a wealth of knowledge and wisdom. For us.
Usually he does.
Yeah.
That was...
Traveling's the best. Okay, bye.
Are you waiting for Cloud? He's flying right now, so you can't get him. We're gonna force me into the submarine right now? Quit it. If you want to go, then just leave me behind. Oh, what are you talking about?
Wow. She's really out of it. Doesn't even know she's talking to Cloud. All right.
Yeah, they didn't try to let her do the, hey, why don't you just pilot the thing
Right,
to
right.
snap out of motion sickness, because that's really risky. You know, if somebody's like barfing all over the place, you don't make them fly the jet
They're
that's
not.
carrying, you know,
Right.
100 people.
Right, yeah, exactly. And potentially like the last chance for humanity at this point.
Yeah.
Cloud, you make sure you do your best. I know you can't forgive the Shinra, but the people in Midgard haven't done any wrong. Haha.
Or at least not the kind that we're talking about here.
Yeah.
The scale.
Exactly.
That damn weapon, he's one big mother. Even Midgard's in trouble now.
Whether you love it or hate it, you just can't bring yourself to leave Midgard, can you?
Dude, we haven't been back to Midgard for 40 hours. Dude.
I know.
Or
I know.
like months in terms of what the characters have been doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cloud has been like out of his mind for way longer, so he just like hasn't been able to focus on anything, let alone Midgard.
That reminds me of a test rocket that landed in the Midgard slums long ago. I remember how relieved I was when I heard it never blew up.
Okay. Midgard. I hated the fact I was caught by Hojo and taken back to the lab, where they did all kinds of experiments on me. But because of that, I was able to meet you all. People you want to meet, others you don't. Strange, isn't it? Okay. Oh,
That's good to talk to Red twice since he's the barometer.
right.
We still can't seem to get near Sephiroth.
Okay. Seems good. Good enough.
Yeah, if we can fly up there just so you can see it on our way to Midgar.
Oh, okay.
You were that guy, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Learner pilot. Yeah, so just fly straight north. North. There you go. Yeah, so now, keep going. You see, there's a barrier.
Oh, nice.
So they weren't kidding when they said earlier when they gave the status update on what everybody's been doing.
Yeah.
They said they couldn't reach Sephiroth because he created some sort of barrier around the northern crater. So you
Right.
can physically see it on the world map.
Nice. That is pretty dang cool.
What the hell was that? That came buzzing past here like a powerhouse.
So yeah, we can't get in there
Sweet.
no matter what you try.
That is so cool. So you have to go to Midgar and fight this thing first.
Well, yeah.
Before, yeah.
Even before now in the story.
Oh,
Like,
so
that's been
anytime
there.
you go up there.
Anytime we had the airship since we lost Cloud, I think.
Right.
So yeah, on the eastern continent. There we go. There we go. So we
Yeah.
can land just on the green part on the
Yeah.
shore. Where the see, weapons heading towards us right now. So it takes
Oh.
you can land,
That's so cool.
and we're just gonna walk right over to the path right where he's heading, and we're gonna cut him off at the pass.
All right, sounds good. I'll save it up right here, I guess. Because
That's fine, yeah.
that thing looks like a giant monster. I'm terrified of it.
Given we're seeing the size of the world, or
Yeah.
at least like a representation of it, then yeah, it's very large. All right, so yeah, we'll just get right in his face. Great, and let's
Oh, that.
go back to the menu real quick.
Yep.
All right, so I guess now we will end the episode here.
All right, sweet.
Huh. All right, so we've got a giant, monstrous, planet-saving or us destroying weapon barreling right for the city of Midgar.
Right, right.
And we're actually deciding to get on board with Shinra's plan for once, where we're going to protect Midgar, because even if we don't like Shinra, we don't want all the innocent people who live in Midgar to be destroyed.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So, that was nice that you had the whole Barrett and Kate Sith like interaction. It's like showing you. It's like, yeah, you were trying to help the planet, but look how much innocent people you killed in the process. Type of thing.
Yeah.
So, like having them go back and forth on that was really cool. But yeah, we're trying to save as many people as we can, and if that means getting on board with Shinra, I guess, and in stopping them, then that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna do that in the next episode.
That's right. We're going to see you guys next time to see if we can stop this ridiculously super powerful, gigantic
Yeah.
weapon.
This thing looks terrifying. I don't know how they're gonna win, but you know, if anyone's gonna do it, I guess it's gonna be these guys.
Can they do it? We fought
Right.
the ultimate weapon for a while and then it flew away. It wasn't like we won.
Exactly.
And we fought the emerald weapon for about 2 minutes and it obliterated us.
Yeah, eviscerated us. So I guess we'll see. Hopefully this guy is a lot less than the emerald weapon, but I guess we have no choice but to find out in the next one.
See you guys next
See you
time.
next time.
All right.
Bye-bye. We're just trying to say bye-bye because we're going to see you in the next lesson today.
Oh wow.
All right, so you can alt tab it,
Yep.
and we can stop this recording.
Yo, K-Sid, now what?
Self-destruct.